Hello guys and welcome back to another BFDIA What If, and today it's BFDIA, but only odd numbered contestants join. So, see here, we have Bunch, Team No Name in this timeline, and it's not the Outcast. That is because we have a whole different squad of people, and the ones that are in odd would probably just, do it as it was normally. So, the first challenge is going to go the same. Bunch loses because Team No Name has so many different people. I also updated Fiery Jr.'s asset because so many people thought it was Fiery. Yeah, let's be honest, Donut's leaving here. Why wouldn't Donut leave is the question. If I'm gonna be honest, the only person I see joining Bunch here is Needle, because Pin would have tried to call her needy if she didn't join. Anyways, the second challenge is to make Yo-Yo Stew, and I'm not sure who would have gotten the prize on Bunch, because it doesn't matter, but I do feel like it could be Teardrop, because Teardrop is decently popular, and they would probably want her to win the prize in the long run, so that she could stay. But it doesn't really matter, because either way, if Pin or Teardrop won the prize, I feel like Teardrop would be the one to then know that they're Yo-Yo seed. So they would plant them, and Bunch would still win. Team No Name up for elimination. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, David's definitely eliminated here. And if you're wondering, Puffball wins the prize. So the host will still be Puffball Speaker Box. Alright, now it's time to kill all the bugs in your team's glass boxes. I hate to break it to Bunch fans, but Team No Name is winning because Dora is immune to bugs, and Black Hole also would be immune to bugs. Yikes. If I'm gonna be honest here, I don't see anybody necessarily losing or getting eliminated on Bunch right now. But I'll go through this. First safe is Pin. Bottom two is Needle and Teardrop. Either of them could leave in this timeline, but I believe it would be Needle. Why Needle? Well, the needy joke would be getting old to the viewers, I'd assume, by now, and Teardrop is a little bit popular. Alright, this is going to be some chicanery for the episode. Match is going to be keeping up the Free Smart legacy in the background, getting Ruby, Icy, and then Fiery Jr. is going to be asked if they want to join the Alliance. Fiery Jr. is basically like Fiery, but a little bit more nasty when it comes to conversation. But close enough to match, and I feel like Fiery Jr. would want some of that, because then he could survive eliminations better, so he would join. And we need people to switch to Bunch. I feel like maybe Fanny, I don't know, maybe Dora too. Anyways, this challenge is to build Dream Island, and if I'm gonna be honest, Team No Name would obviously lose on accident. Why is that? Well, I feel like Black Hole might accidentally just demolish the Dream Island. Bommy blew up their Team No Name's Dream Island in our timeline, so I feel like Team No Name is up for elimination here. Alright, skipping to the bottom two, it's obviously still Golf Ball and Matt. This is the same bottom two, but with slightly different circumstances. And that is that Matt is kind of like Pencil in this timeline, kind of the ringleader of the whole alliance. And I feel like that would barely keep her safe, and Golf Ball is eliminated. Just barely. Alright, first things first, Pin loses her limbs. It's the same circumstances as in the original. The second question is, could Free Smart still form without Golf Ball to, provoke it? I still think yes. It would just be wrote a little bit differently, and Free Smart will form. Well, if you watched the original BFDIA 5A, C, D, and E, you would probably know that when Puffball is on your team, you're losing this. So, Team No Name is up for elimination. Yep, everyone who watched BFDIA know what was happening. Bye-bye, Puffball. If I'm gonna be honest, I'm not sure how much the bros can stand being on Team No Name. Where should they go now? Obviously not Free Smart. Those two groups of people are enemies. Bunch, maybe, but a lot of the people on there they also don't like. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like they might create their own team, being Bunch, which is a popular name for if the bros are in BFDIA, that would be their team name that's already distinguished or understood in other BFDIA what-ifs. Alright, well, Free Smart and Bunch basically just formed. Team No Name has been on a losing streak, so Bunch is up for elimination. Yeah, Dora, I'm sorry. I'd like to see you stay, but this is not happening. We all know that people that are non-objects are significantly more prone to being eliminated. I don't agree with this reasoning. I feel like it should be based off how well the characters are behaving and how they're doing in challenges, but that's the way it works in BFDI. Also, if you're wondering who the host is right now, since Puffball speaker box got stabbed by a knife, the host has been TV ever since that incident, just so that you guys understand. This whole episode's elimination order depends on one thing. Is Free Smart still in the air? Yes. I'm gonna have to say yeah. So, they don't know what the challenge is. Free Smart is definitely out for elimination. Well, Ruby and Ice Cube definitely are safe, and the bottom two is Match and Fiery Jr. This is a very odd bottom two, because both could reasonably survive here. Match is a vote magnet for whatever reason in BFDIA, and Fiery Jr. is just a little bit mean. If I'm gonna be honest, I think Fiery Jr. barely survived. Probably by even just a couple of votes. This is controversial. You could disagree all you want. And I wouldn't blame ya. This is just the way I see it going, though. Alright, now it's BFDIA 8, which means it's time to paint that ugly tower. If I'm gonna be honest, Free Smart and Bunch are basically guaranteed safe. Those were the last two teams up for elimination, making it between Bunch and Team No Name. Bunch has a team full of people that would be willing to do the contest. Team No Name has Black Hole, which can't really do much. I guess technically they could, through their weird manipulating stuff, but I don't feel like they would want to do that. Tennis Ball doesn't have arms, and Gelatin is very stupid. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Team No Name is gonna lose this, and Bunch barely survives. Honestly, I see Gelatin being eliminated, and if you're wondering why didn't he just go to his Shade's house, given Gelatin's idiocy, I feel like he would forget his own Shade's house exists, and thus wouldn't go to it, considering he wasn't called there in this timeline. So, bye-bye, Jelly Boy. If I'm gonna be honest here, this is a hard one to call, because on one hand, I feel like Free Smart is absolutely doomed. The rest of the teams has somewhat of a normal intelligence, but Ruby is just very stupid. If I'm gonna be honest, I see Free Smart losing this, and it would be close between them and Bunch, considering that Bunch hasn't been up for elimination. But I can't lie, I'm a major Free Smart fan, but Free Smart is losing this contest. It's not even close. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Ruby would still be decently liked. Fiery Jr. would be the mature one in this, and Ice Cube would probably just be annoying. This is controversial. You can see Ice Cube staying. I personally don't. I feel like the other two would build up more popularity this episode, leading Ice Cube to be eliminated. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Teardrop would be mistreated on Bunch and would switch to Free Smart. Anyways, the next challenge is to taste the sweetness. So each team will need to sell ice cream. If I'm gonna be honest, Bunch doesn't seem like the culinary type, so Bunch is up for elimination. If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like Fries and Blocky would escape the bottom two, making the bottom two Pen and Eraser. Both of them are decently boring, but I feel like Eraser is more boring, or is going to be more boring in this, which means Pen survives another day and Eraser gets erased. First things first, if I'm gonna be honest, I don't see any need for Bunch to exist anymore, making it only 3 teams now. But the challenge is to rip Flower's petals off. Bunch and Free Smart obviously have this in the bag, and Team No Name is up for elimination. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, despite Black Hole's popularity, Black Hole is generally useless in BFDIA. Him joining was a curse, and I'm surprised he even made it this far, but here's where he would obviously have to fall. I don't see Black Hole getting any farther than this, which is unfortunate. I like the character though. Now it's Bug-filled Dodgeball Insanity. If I'm gonna be honest, the only team I see winning this is Bunch. They're way too of the athletic type to not win this challenge, meaning that Free Smart and Team No Name is up for elimination. Yeah, if I'm gonna be honest, Fanny would be the odd one out here, and Pin would get her mech suit. And if you're wondering what happened to all the other prizes where they manipulate people's bodies and mutilate them, I'm just gonna assume that those don't happen, cause, I don't know. I feel like this timeline would make the writers be different, and plus there's a lot of characters that already had limbs removed, and other features not there. I'm gonna leave off the video here. I'm gonna wait until BFDIA finishes to finish this, and I am going through the final part of the semester in high school for grade 11, so I might not be posting as much, I might be posting more, I don't know. Just, if you are watching, now you understand, and also, if you're watching this, please subscribe to my main channel, the link is in the description, And if you have any BFDIA or BFDI, IDFB, BFB, or Teapot what if, let me know down in the comments, and goodbye.